Good afternoon, Mr. Moderator. Yes, good afternoon, Excellency, honorable guests, and also the participants around the globe. And welcome also to participants from Cambodia. I saw many people, the Cambodian and the young people here. Yeah, as the moderator just mentioned, my name is Puthy. I'm a Deputy Director of Primary Education Department. And today, I would like to present about the early grade school-based mentoring in Cambodia. This topic or this mentoring program is quite new in Cambodia because of we just start and we have just learned from other neighboring countries and also around the globe. Let me share a little bit about my background. I was a teacher in 2000 and my subject was mathematics and physics. And I moved to primary education department since 2007. And until now, I'm working around 13 years in this department. And mostly I working for early grade reading, early grade learning, and also school-based management and also mentoring program. So this today event, I would like to show you about the early grade school-based mentoring in Cambodia. This is the current situation of the school-based mentoring in Cambodia. We have three levels of the mentoring of the mentor in Cambodia. We have senior mentor from the central in the ministry level, and also the master mentor from the provincial level, such as teacher training trainer, and also district and cluster level. And also we have the school-based mentor. They are from the early grade teacher. And I just would like to highlight also early grade in Cambodia means from grade 1 to 3 of the primary education. And also we have the school principal. And for the school-based mentor, they visit or they go to support the early grade teacher on Khmer subject, I mean reading and writing, and also math subject. Why we need this mentoring? Because of we want our teacher to continue as the continue professional development. It means to improve their teaching skill in the practice of teaching math and Khmer effectively. As I said earlier, it's quite new for Cambodia because this guidebook is just approved by Excellency Minister in September 2020. It means a very new one. But we starting from years ago by draft this guideline, and also we consult with the experienced mentor and coach at the district and school level in 5 provinces, I mean Siem Reap, Odom and Chay, Previ here, Pacheh, and Stang Trai. And after consulting with the experienced mentor and also coach at the school and district level, we have consulted with some NGO partner who have experience with the mentoring program, such as Room to Read, Save Children, CAPE, World Education, World Vision, and also among the development partners like USAID, UNESCO, World Bank, JICA, QUICA, so on and so forth. And also we have consulted with the technical department from the Department of Planning, Department of Policy, Finance Department, Curriculum Development Department, Teacher Training, Education Quality Assurance, and also Monitoring and Evaluation, and other department also. After consulting with them, we also have a technical meeting with a senior leadership of the ministry before submitting to the minister for approval. And as I said, it was approved in September 2020. Why we need this school-based mentoring guideline? As all of us may know, our early grade teaching in Cambodia still quite new and the results still quite low. even around 95 or 96% of the primary school age children come to school, but they could not learn effectively. It means that it just under 50% they acquire the knowledge. It means as the medium or basic proficiency of my reading and writing, and also mathematics. So it means that lower half of or over half of the children could not learn effectively. So we need to enhance the quality of teaching and also the performance of the school director to improve the student learning outcome. So this is why we need the mentoring program. We have many definition of the mentoring program, and in our guidebook, the mentoring, it means the long-term support to the early grade teacher with continuous professional development, and also include more short-term coaching on specific skill development. This is our definition. And also the benefit of the mentoring. At the first is the early grade teacher. They just graduate from the teacher training center, and also they just have under 5-year experience or something. And also we have contract teacher. So the benefit of the early grade teacher is very important for this program. And also the school-based mentor, master mentor, which result in the more professional development to teaching and eventually lead to improve the learning outcome for students. This is what we want. And the scope, because of this quite new for us, actually we have learned from other 3 models of the mentoring program. We have learned from the first is the Ministry of Education, and under the step Kann model. We implement in 5 provinces, Siem Reap, Puthy, Stung Treng, Grad, and Dormanche. And also the second model we learned from UNICEF model. We implemented in target district of some province under the UNICEF support. And also we have learned from USAID model that implement in Kampong Thom and Kampot province. So based on these 3 models, the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport combines together to be the early grade school-based mentoring model of the Ministry of Education. And we are going to implement in Siem Reap, Grad, Stung Treng, Puthy, Dormanche, and also Kampong Thom for the school year 2021. And also for the next round, 21-22, we will scale up, and also we hope that in the 2023 we will implement the nationwide. The mentoring approach, before implementation, at first we need to train our mentor, master mentor, and school-based mentor selected. And also we have the semester or annual meeting to share experience between school-based mentor and school-based mentor, and also between master mentor and school-based mentor. And also the master mentor and school-based mentor, they have to support the early grade teacher in grade 1 and grade 2 after receiving the training of the Khmer and Math package. This is the principle or the cycle of the school-based mentor. We have at first, before conducting the mentoring, the mentor does, it means they conduct the pre-observation conversation, and then mentor and teacher do, we mean both doing together, and then teacher does, it means teacher teach the student, and master mentor, school-based mentor observe, and then they providing feedback, it means mentor and teacher reflect, and then we plan, a teacher redo after receive the recommendation from the school-based mentor or master mentor, and teacher redo again, and then both mentor and teacher plan to improve in the next session or next lesson or something. So this is the cycle of the mentoring program. And the master mentor, they support the school-based mentor. Each master mentor have to support around 4 to 6 school-based mentor and also school director. And at least each school-based mentor or school director receive 3 times per year, or the maximum 5 times per year. And the master mentor have to support them to improve their knowledge, skill, and professionalism in order to mentor early grade teacher effectively to promote quality of teaching and student learning outcome at the school and at the cluster level. This is my last slide. In conclusion, even the teacher receive the training, even the teacher receive the support from other, but we still observe that without systematic support, such as a mentoring program, the teacher would not teach or manage classroom effectively. And also the school director could not lead and manage the school effectively. So early grade mentoring is very systematic task for supporting early grade teacher in implementing the early grade Khmer and math package to improve the student learning outcome with particular focus on reading, writing, and math skill. And I hope this program will scale up to support other teachers, especially in our country. Thank you so much for the moderator and also honorable guests and participants here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Kann Puthy, Deputy Director. So for your interesting topic within a large sample size involved in the study. So you have around 4 minutes to answer the question. And so far we have got around 5 questions in hand waiting for you to answer. So the first question is from Mr. Hein Kung Hien. What are the strategies to scale up the early grad program to all the primary school in Cambodia?
Okay, thank you so much for this very good question. Actually, we have a plan to scale up, but it's not the short time to do it. Right now, we implement in 6 provinces among 25. So just 1/5 of the province only receive this mentoring program. And we just start. It means that we start this next school year 2021. It means that we have not yet implemented yet in those 6 provinces. And the teacher, school-based mentor, and also master mentor in those 6 provinces just received the first round of training, a 2-day training. But because of the COVID-19 pandemic, right now we stop, and also the school year not sure when the new school year start. Also, even we plan to start in 11 January 2021. And for the strategy, actually, after piloting in those 6 provinces, and then we will see the impact of this program. And also after that, we will scale up by following the early grade reading and early grade mathematics scaling up. Based on the early grade reading and mathematics scaling up, we have already talked with some development partners such as USAID and also the World Bank, and also other such as KOICA and JICA also. They're willing to support early grade learning in Cambodia. And also the government will support also. This is the way that we try to mobilize all the resources from not only the government, but from the development partner to support and to scale up this program. So we do hope that on in the 2023 or 2024, we will scale up to the nationwide. Another way to implement the school-based mentoring program, it's no need to get more support money from government and also the development partner. In the future, we will guide the school to use the school operating fund to implement this program. Because of the teacher in the school, even the school-based mentor in the school, when they support to other teacher, they don't need the money. They just need the training, and then they can support as the pair or the group to it means that to respond to the community learning or practice that other countries around the world they are implementing this program also.
Yeah, thank you so much for your clear explanation and answer to the question. I am pretty sure that this presentation as well as question and answer could be useful for our audience. Because of time constraint, we could not answer all questions that have been dropped in the chat box. So let us sorry for that. And the rest question would be answered in the forum. And thank you very much, Mr. Kann, Deputy Director, for sharing with us. So here come to the end of your presentation. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you once again. Thank you to the moderator and also all the audience here. Thank you. Wishing you